what's up, and welcome back to the channel for yet another SC Finch review. And this is an exciting day because as you can see, I am using up all of the camera space. That is right. Today we are going to be taking a look at the FC Finch channel pick for figure of 2022, Magnificent Mecha MM-01, which is a masterpiece take on Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, third, fourth party. I'm not sure what company produces. I've heard Wei Jiang might have been the company, or whatever. It doesn't matter. So and again, don't take anything I say. Take it all with a grain of salt. But either way, focus on the figure in front of us, because that is what we are going to be taking a look at today. And yeah, this figure is in every sense of the word very magnificent. So let's get right down to it. We got a lot to go through. I'm going to move the figure off since we need all the space, and we're going to take a quick look at the box. So in front of us we have, and I'm going to move the camera, we have the box for MM-01. First, the sleeve, so you can see, so it comes with the box, and the sleeve goes around the box. We got a nice cartoony picture of MM-01. Look at that. Magnificent time, magnificent Mecha. And then, of course, on the side, MM-01 in nice, cool graphics. On the back, we got a nice picture of MM-01 in truck mode. And then right down here in battle mode. And then a few things in a language I cannot read. You can scan the box, feel free. And then MM-01, and then of course we have, you can see once you pull out the sleeve, you would have a nice clear view of the plastic bubble of MM-01, MM-01 on the side, and then of course a nice standing shot of MM-01. There it is with the cannon on the base of display. We're gonna go through all this, and then MM-01 on the other side. So there we have it. And then, of course, we are going to go through the instructions real quick. So we have a nice colored shot. That just looks, we didn't even got to the figure yet. Magnificent Mecha. There it is on the front. And if we open it up, you can see the this is what they were boasting as the design, the metal frame and everything and whatnot. And there we go. And then, of course, we have some interesting, I've never read these. I use videos for the transformation. But here we have all these nice transformation videos. Looks really cool, I guess. I mean, it looks these constructions look okay. And then, of course, a list with all the accessories, MM-01, the product shots, and then, of course, all the features, all that good stuff. And then, of course, on the back, we got MM-01 in truck mode, and there he is in robot mode. And that is it for the instructions and packaging. So yeah, let me situate the camera there, and let's go over MM-01. There it is right before us. Now, real quick, again, these decals do not come with the figure. I got these from Endongju, and they actually fit very nicely. They make them look very good. So yeah, I'm gonna raise the camera up just a bit. Let's get a good look at the head sculpt right there. Now, the eyes do light up, but you can see that they got transparent plastic. I mean, it just looks absolutely, get it closer so you can see it. It just looks absolutely beautiful. Got some, the nice blue around the head. Really nice weather. I love the paint on this thing. I believe this is fully painted action figure. Again, I got some smudges on here. And then, of course, you got the nice riveting detail on the front. Everything, just a real feast. Lots of molded detail. All the mechanical bits in the torso. And then, of course, if you look on the arms, you got all these mechanical pieces. All detail. Even here, right under the armpits, you can see, look at that. Just like all this molded detail. Just really well done. And then moving to side again, you got the signature shields. You got those signature G1 bits that you got. Again, coming around to the back. Moving around the back, love this. It's like a mechanical spine, and I absolutely love it. And again, you go going down, you got all the mechanical detail right here. Looks really well done. Nice, deep red paint. Really pops. Got kind of the dark blue right here. Moving on to the silvers, going all the way down the legs. And then you got some nice gold in here for like some little shock detail. Looks very nice. inside of the legs. Again, you got a molded detail, but camera focus, mold detail. Little hints of gold inside there. Wow. And then, look at these little, just these little panels right here. And then, of course, moving to the front, again, you got some molded details on here. Tires, rubber tires, by the way. And then you got some kind of like a dirty-ish metal in here. Moving down, nice silver pieces. Again, just really a feast. And then onto the feet. You can see the feet, even molded detail in the bottom of the feet. Again, just a super, really, really well done figure. Just absolutely beautiful. The way that they've done it. I mean, it just looks absolutely stunning. 100%. So, yeah. All right, so let's get down to his articulation real quick, and hold on to your hats because this guy does a ton. So firstly, the head is on a ball joint. Just FYI, the head does come detached when you first get the figure, so you just got to pop it on. It works just like that. Goes back a little bit, looks down quite a bit, and can do the all the way around like every ball joint should. And then next up, now for the shoulder pad, the shoulder operates on this double hinge, and what that enables you to do is that enables you to kind of position it where you see. You can see kind of the metal frame within. So real quick, let's do the butterfly joint. You got a butterfly fro and back, gets you a nice wide range of movement. You can move the arm out like this, and then you can move it down. You can kind of move this on here so you can kind of see how that works. You can move the arm. You can rotate it all the way around, just like that. We'll put that right back there. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have a swivel at the elbow. What? Absolutely too cool. The hands, now the hands are molded. They are not articulated at all. That is going to be coming in a future upgrade kit, but they are in a ball joint. They go all the way around, and they can go up a little bit. They can go down a little bit, just like that. Move these out of the way. He does have waist rotation, a wide range, and he does have a little bit of an ab crunch right there to get some nice burly movements. Let me bring down the camera real quick. Now, all of the guards on his waist move. The side pieces are on a double hinge here, so you can move those however you see fit. And then, of course, the plates at the front and on the butt are on a ball joint. At least I know it's a hinge and a ball joint at the butt, and I believe it's a ball and a ball. You see, a hinge and a ball joint at the rear, and a ball joint at the front. The front, I think I had the front pop off of me once. It's no big deal. But anyway, you just move those up and down and all around. Now, what you can do real quick is these are designed to tab together. Come on now. There it goes. So you can tab these together and kind of get a more complete waist look if you want. I never do because, again, I like to have the articulation on demand. So moving on, you do have these hinges right here, and you can bring them down and up, so you can see that, and that is going to help you get a wide range of articulation. He can do a full fusion kick up and a little bit then some, I believe. And then, of course, if we move the butt plate out, he can go back that far for a back kick, and you can kind of get a little bit more. And then, of course, he goes all the way out to the side for the full split. And then if we move down, he's got a little bit of thigh swivel, like a wiggle right there, and then he can do a full knee bend thanks to a double jointed hinge. And moving down, we got ankle tilted to the right and left, and then a little bit of toe tilt up, and not a lot down. But yeah, so what a workout to move just because of his size. That is it for articulation. Moving on to accessories and features. Now, here's the gimmick with accessories. He doesn't have all that much, but so like I was just said, the hands, they aren't articulated. However, there is an upgrade kit that is coming out. In fact, they just put a price on it, so it should be coming out within the next couple months here. That includes all kinds of cool accessories to the figure, including a set of posable hands. Don't ask me why we didn't get them with the figure itself, but hey, it's okay. That is fine. Now, I'm not going to change the hands out on camera. They are a pain in the butt. It's a ball joint connection, and they are incredibly tight, so just kind of be careful. And I'll show you, so real quick, let's go over his hands real quick before I start talking. So he comes stock with his fists right here, his fists of fury, but you can get, you do get these no hands. So there's just kind of him splayed out there, one for the right and one for the left. So there we go right there. And then of course, where would Optimus be without his pointing hands? He's got the double pointing finger. This guy, you can tell this guy means business. And these are all painted the same in a nice blue, and then of course he does have the trigger, a trigger hand. Now, again, I put this on the gun because this is a pain to get on. You kind of have to, so I'm not looking forward to taking it off when I get the posable hands. And speaking of the gun, it is cast in a nice gunmetal gray. Got a little bit of weathering here. You can see the rail on top. Look at it, just real nice detail. Kind of some subtle details to kind of give it close to a little bit of realism. Oh, realism, by the way, the magazine pops out. Look at that. You got like a little gold insert. Don't ask me why a laser gun needs a magazine, but whatever, it looks cool. And then of course you got like a little, look at that, you got a little bullet. Is that not a nice attention to detail? You'll never see that if it's in there, unless you, of course, make them holding it. And that fits in there nice and firmly. And I'll show you him holding that in just a second here. And then, of course, you do get some alternate smokestacks again. And these ones kind of have that curved feature, so you can see, you can see how he's going on with that. I'm going to put these on him in just a little bit. So, but yeah, they got that nice curvature on there, and you can see that he's got the standard ones right on there, and you just pull these out and you slide these right in. It's a press fit, so again, they just once you get them in there, they should just sink right in, and it might be a little tight on the first go around. And lastly but not leastly, he does come with a base of display. Check that out. You got nice molded details and kind of like some kind of graded ground. Nice all around. You got like some transistors here and all this cool stuff, and it looks kind of like this weathered metal type look. And yeah, no, just really, really cool. Doesn't make sounds or anything. I believe the Toy World one did. Doesn't make sounds or anything. So yeah, that nothing to that regard. But yeah, no, really, really nicely done display base right there. And there he is on his base of display with his gun in hand and his curved smokestack, so you can see how that looks out. And yeah, that looks really business-like. Again, lots of options for display there. Just look, it looks absolutely badass on that stand. So there you go for that. And lastly but not leastly, a few final features here. The eyes do light up as previously stated, so I'm going to raise the camera real quick. Now, ideally, you should be able to press this emblem right here, and it should light up, but I cannot. For some reason, mine does not work. So what you do, but you just take off the head. It's just on 2 pegs up here. You can see it's got some 3 peg inserts. It's very simple to take off. And you got your button right there. It does take 2 LR44 batteries, so you just take the carriage out, you pull it out, you put the batteries in. I know some people did get theirs with batteries. Mine did not come in. Again, there's kind of a press fit to get them in there, but once you do, the results, just look at that. In fact, let me turn the light off. Let's see if we can't see it better without. Yeah, how is that? That is too cool. So we got that going right there. Let me turn the light back on. Next up, real quick. Oh yeah, by the way, the windshield wipers do like to move around. That's more of an annoyance than an articulation. The chest can open up more due to our transformation, like all the other Optimus Primes. It reveals nothing, but luckily, like I said, there is an upgrade coming in, and it does come in with a matrix that will insert somehow into the chest. Speaking of upgrades, you can pull this piece right off right here. It just attaches via a magnet. You can see a magnet on the inside. This, again, the upgrade kit will be coming with different insert pieces to give them kind of a more Cybertronian look. So there is that. And yeah, I think that is it. Again, this guy does a whole lot for what he just absolutely spectacular figure. And for a couple quick comparisons, let's put it next to his buddy, the Shock Warrior SW-01, the KO, upscaled KO of Studio Series Ratchet. And yeah, it's been a while since we've seen this one, but you can see how that looks out. And overall, I think it's pretty okay. I know Ratchet's kind of crouched, but he should be a little bit taller. But other than that, I think this actually works out. And for one final one, let's just do something kind of akin to G1. And we'll put him next to MP44. And again, MP44 is crouched. You can see he'll clearly be tall. I think MP44 will be just shy of his shoulder if he were standing up tall. So you can kind of see how that looks. Get a prime situation going. All right, so let's get down to transforming MM-01. Yes, it transforms. Can you believe it's this perfect? And it can get even more perfect. Okay, it's not entirely perfect, but I mean, it's perfect to me. So I like this one. Anyway, let's get down to it. So first things first, let us rotate the arm just at the elbow and bring the arm up like that. Just again, hold here, rotate just this piece, and then bring the fist up like that. Then what we're gonna do is we're going to open this piece right down here. You can see this does that just like that. Oh, and real quick, let's bring everything out. We're just trying to get ourselves some room to work. So let's get all these out of the way. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate this down, just like this frontal piece. And you can see it kind of forms up, and then you can just put these butt plates right up there. And then we're gonna spin him all the way around. And now what we can do is we can start untabbing. Ooh, this didn't untab perfectly. So what we have is you can untab this piece right here. Oh, I apologize. You gotta open the chest before we untab that. So just open the chest up. And now that unlocks this, as does untabbing it right back here. And you could fold these up, and you can see it untabs this here, and you could just untab these, bring these down. Let's move our arms out of the way, get our shoulder pads out of the way, give ourselves some room to work. Same thing for the other side. And then what we'll do is we'll bring this piece down. And then this piece I messed up last time. So this piece comes up like this, and then it folds in on this double hinge, just like that. So we got them all kinds of exploded, just like this. All right, so we got them looking like that. So next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna untab this right here. You can see it tabs in right here. Same thing for the other side. And now what we can do is we can rotate these. You can bring this out, and you can see there's this clip right here. And now what we can do is you're going to see it comes down on this double hinge. You're going to bring it all the way down. And it's going to tab. Oh, knocking the camera. It's going to tab right in just like that. So we got them sitting like this. And now what we can do is we can bring... Let me bring the camera down. All right. So now what we can do is you can kind of pull his torso up so you can get this section out. Same thing with the other side. And you can just rotate them around just like this. And you're going to see they have you have a little circle hole right here, and you have a little tab right up here, and it's just going to tab right in just like that. Same thing with the other side. So now you got it looking like that, and you can just kind of leave these out of the way real quick. They're on ball joints. So now what we can do is you can pull this assembly out, and real quick we can kind of pull up the top to give ourselves some room to work. And you can rotate these into place. You can see it's our front end of our truck. Rotate these into place like that. And now what we can do is push these in. Oh, yep, they pop off. They just pop right back on. They're on ball joints. No big deal. And now with those in, what you can do is you can take this piece and rotate it outward. Same for the other side. Pull it outward, and then just pull the front truck bed all the way out. And you notice you have a tab right in there. And you can just tab it in. Same thing for the other side. And just tab that in. So you got that going on. So the next step is making his head disappear. So you want to make sure you got all the space to work with. And real quick, we're going to bring these down. And what you're going to do is you're going to rotate. Ooh, make sure that this comes out just like this. And as you flip that, and again, it's kind of a struggle to get the head over the front of the grill. But it can be done. And once you flip that over, this will flip on top, and you just fold this down just like that. And now what you can do is the arms, you want to take these arms, make sure the shoulders are back, and you want to fold them all the way back just like that. Same thing on the other side. All right, so the next step, we're going to take these and fold them in. On the other side, fold it in. And now we can take the front of the truck, and you have this tab right here. It's going to go right in here. You want to do this side first. Since you notice it has this little backing piece. Actually, I'm sure you could do the other side first, and they'll get around each other. So that's set up like that. So now we got the whole front of the truck complete. And now what you do is you bring this down. You just kind of line it up on the side right here. And that'll sit like that. Same thing on the other side. Ah, that's why. It had the arm in the way. There we go. So now we got that looking like that. So for the next step, you're going to rotate the arm down like this, and you can push it in like this. And then what you can do is you want to ball up the arm as much as you can, and it doesn't feel the best, but you're just going to shove this in here. And it doesn't feel too great, and make sure you watch out for this piece. And you just get that in there, sitting just like that. You have the back piece up right here, same thing on the other side. All right, so now we're gonna work on the shoulder pad. This is a series of untabbing and re-tabbing all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna untab the pad from here. You can just see its little tab slot connection in there. And that will enable us to bring down this piece. It's on a double hinge. And now that this is active, what we can do is we can bring this piece out just like this. And that will enable us to take this piece and rotate it over. You can see that it was covering this little tab right here. And now we can bring the shoulder pad down all the way, and that will enable us to push this into place. So you can see it's going to sit flush with the top. And now we can put the shoulder pad back in. Make sure the shoulder pad sits behind this tab right here. And again, same thing for the other side. Before that, push these down. No cat ears. So, all right, so we've come to what I call the really icky part. So first off, take this tab, fold it down. You can see that it's just going to line right up. And you can just close everything up. Get it all nice and squeezed into place. Just like that. So you can see now we got this nice solid roof. And now what we're going to do is we're going to play with more tabs and panels. So what we can do, you can bring this out And you can see it basically forms the side of the truck. You take this panel and you fold it over all the way as much as you can. Give yourself as much room as possible. Bring out this tab, fold it over, and then you can bring out this tab, just like that, and then this tab. It gets easier with practice. Doesn't feel great at all at any point. And there we go. So you basically got a panel for the truck. Do not tab anything in yet. It is very important that you do not. We're going to come back to this at the very end. So leave this just like this. Same thing on the other side. All right, so now what we can do, we can open the legs up and start working there. And what you want to do is you just want to open up this panel here. It connects via 2 tabs that go up into here, and then a tab on the side right here. You can open this all the way up, and you could take out this contraption. And what you can do with this is you can fold this out at this hinge right here, and you want to bring, oh, hold on. And as you're folding out, you want to fold this out like this, and then bring this out. So you got this whole bar looking assembly. And then what you want to do is you're on this hinge right here. You want to bring this up, and this is going to fit right into this slot right here. At least it wants to. And then what we're going to do is you can open this up, and you have a tab. This tab's in 2 spots, right up here and then right back here. There you go. And now you take the foot, rotate it in. Just like that. And now you leave this open, but you can take the hitch, bring it back, and you have a tab right back here. It's going to tab right in here. Just like that. And same on the other side. All right, so now we got both legs looking like this. So real quick, we're going to flip it over. And you just got these pieces right here. You're going to flip these over. They got some nice shock detail in there. Or I'm not sure if that is the shocks. Maybe could be coils or whatever it is. And you bring these open just like that. And now we got enough room to close the legs. And you're going to see you got tabs here. You got a tab here. And you have a tab connection here. And you're just going to squeeze them together. Make sure the back tab's in all together. And I believe the feet have magnets, which should help to get everything together. And so there you go. You got all that for the back of the truck. Ooh, coming apart. And there you go. Another thing I did forget to mention, you know those the little leg levers that help you go lower and higher. Make sure the legs are pushed up all the way. So just FYI. So what we're gonna do real quick is, you notice you got a tab right here on the side screen, and then you got a slot right here. What you want to do is you just want to pull it into place right there. And now what we can do is we can start putting all of these in. So you got a tab here, tab here. Oh, let's see, no tabs on the front. It's okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring it. Oh, and you want to make sure this tab's in here. No. Hold on. There we go. And bring this down all the way like this. So it's sitting just like that. And yeah, it's not, now to clean this up. And there, and there we go. All right, and now you do the same thing on the other side. And remember, you got tabs up here as well. So here, along here. And I think that's in, of course, the tab up here, so just FYI. All right, so my side skirt on this side doesn't want to tab in entirely, but the show must go on, no worries. So what we're gonna do, the final step, you're gonna open these legs up here, the little pads, and what do we know? Gas tanks! So you just pull this out, and you can see it's on a hinge assembly. You can see it right from in here. And you can just rotate it around. Around just like that, and you'll notice you got a tab here and a tab in here, and you just bring it up and over like that. And then what you can do is you can close this up. I usually put it behind the little side skirt. There we go. For some reason it wasn't pegging, it was getting blocked by here. And there you go, same thing on the other side. And now we can take this . Close it up just like that. It fits into a little hole right there. Close this up. And bring this down. And like magic, just make sure everything is kind of squeezes back into shape. Ah, what are you doing? And there it is. That is MM-01 Bumblebee Optimus Prime in truck mode. And of course, I forget something. Side mirrors. Just bring them out just like that. All right, now you have MM-01 in truck mode. And there he is in truck mode, and damn, that is glorious. Let's get in and look at the details. So again, a little bit of gapping. It's panely and all that, but I'm not too worried considering that the transformation was a bit finicky, but overall pretty smooth. Whatever. It is what it is. Cab again. Just looks beautiful. You can see it's kind of got some detail right here. I just love how it looks, how it's like kind of like a weather detail, especially right around the bolt heads and the grill. Just look at that, the grill done in a nice silver. You can see the silver paint on the headlights, and you got some like a dingy look right there. Looks really good. Got kind of like a weathered silver for the front fascia, and again all along, look at all these details. Look at that, they painted the lower window because these trucks they have a lower window in the door, and so they painted down there. Again, all the glass painted. Of course, we see these in robot mode, and then you got these side windows out here. The mirrors just done in a nice silver, and then of course you got more dinge around all the metal pieces. You got the little pylons that you can hold on, all the little access cabinets. Again, just absolutely beautifully detailed truck. Again, more rubber tires, just stated before, and then you got some different wheels between the front and back. Just look very industrial, kind of a very dingy metal type look. Got your gas tanks, got with the straps on there, a little like, this turns into like a little tool bucket. And the back end, I mean, overall, I think the back end hides itself really nice. They got a little bit of hardware shown here in the feet, where the feet are hidden away. And of course, you got your trailer hitch right here. From what I'm told, this can pull that, I guess it's that upsized FT01 or whatever. I don't know, whatever upsized trailer. I guess this can pull a trailer, just nothing like MP44 or anything. That's a bit too small for this dude. And of course, again, you got your back looks really nicely cleaned up overall. Maybe a little bit of robot junk, but again, not too terrible. Looks like it cleans up very, very nicely. Again, really, really good look. I mean, the legs do look visible, but again, it's not terribly so. It's mostly a flat back end, and I am very happy with it. Turning it over, again, you got some nice detail. These open up to reveal like kind of shocks and whatnot, and you just got a lot of detail. Again, you get the abdomen right here, but kind of looks like a underbody, like a motor or something like that. Looks, again, I think it hides itself very, very well overall indeed, and this is just an absolutely beautiful truck. It does roll. Got a little bit on the table, but anyway, does roll very, very nicely as well. So yeah, just absolutely beautiful truck mode. And for a quick comparison, yes, I know, a G1, but there it is next to our turtle comparison, Streak MP18. And yeah, I mean, that actually looks pretty okay for a car of this size, right? Lined up against that truck. Granted, MM-01 he is bigger than the average MP, but there you go, regardless. So you can see how that looks. All right, and let's summarize, and that's it for the magnificent Mecha MM-01. So this thing, painted beautifully. The size is amazing. This thing has awesome shelf presence. The light up features, the changing hands, the little magazine with the bullet. I mean, all the little details, just the details on the mod. I mean, this thing is beautifully done, absolutely beautiful. Follow it up with the engineering, the metal frame within, all the various joints for the added articulation, all the different poses you can get, and into the fact that this thing even bothers to transform into what is, in my opinion, the best truck mode for a Bumblebee masterpiece Optimus Prime. I mean, it absolutely is beautiful. Yes, it kind of looks like it has the legs hanging out the back, but you know what? I mean, overall, it's a relatively flat bed. It does its job nicely, in my opinion. And if you're looking for what is, in my opinion, the perfect masterpiece Bumblebee Optimus Prime, look no further. This is it. In fact, in my opinion, this is the king of the Bumblebee Optimus Primes. This is the king of 2022 action figures from Transformers, in my opinion. I absolutely love this thing. I can't say enough good praise about it. It's just an amazingly beautiful figure, and I gawk at this thing every time I walk into my office and see this standing on my shelf. I knew it would be good even before I got it, and as Savage Garden said, I knew I loved you before I met you. So that being said, if you want your own masterpiece Mecha MM-01, I got mine from Shozy Store. I'm not sure if they have any in stock, but you can go check out. I'll put a link in the description down below anyway. And you can just keep your eyes on the pre-orders. It's about $250, but it is every cent worth it, and I kid you not. I was almost going to say a naughty word there. So that being said, that does conclude this review. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button and check out some of my other reviews. Also consider subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to grow, and it helps me immensely, and I am very much appreciative. So, and I have been FC Finch. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.